Good evening. You are watching the news from the Sultanate of Oman television. First, the headlines. His Highness Sayyid Fahd bin Mahmoud Al Said affirms the depth of the historical relations with France when he received the former French president. The Japanese defense minister stresses on the keenness of his country to enhance the existing cooperation between the Sultanate and Japan. And the foreign capital investment law is to be applied from next month to enhance the flow of investments to the Sultanate. Those were the headlines. Now for the news in detail. His Majesty Sultan Qaboos received a cable of thanks from His Highness Sheikh Tamim bin Hamad Al Thani of the State of Qatar in reply to His Majesty the Sultan's cable of greetings on the occasion of his country's National Day anniversary. His Majesty the Sultan also received a cable of thanks from His Majesty King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa of Bahrain in reply to a cable of greetings of His Majesty the Sultan on the occasion of his country's National Day. And His Majesty received a cable of thanks from His Majesty King Norodom Sihamoni of Cambodia in reply to His Majesty the Sultan's cable of greetings on the occasion of his country's National Day. His Highness Sayyid Fahd bin Mahmoud Al Said, Deputy Prime Minister for the Council of Ministers, received today His Excellency Nicolas Sarkozy, former President of the French Republic, who is currently on a visit to the Sultanate, who conveyed the greetings and best wishes to His Majesty Sultan Qaboos bin Said. After His Highness Sayyid Fahd bin Mahmoud Al Said welcomed His Excellency the guest, His Highness affirmed the depth of the established historical relations with France and what it has witnessed of developments in many fields, thanks to the keenness of the leaderships in both countries to achieve the interests of the two friendly peoples, praising the constructive role played by His Excellency Nicolas Sarkozy during his presidency to strengthen bilateral cooperation between the French Republic and the Sultanate of Oman. During the meeting, a comprehensive review of developments in the international arena and a number of matters of common concern were touched upon. His Excellency expressed his pride of the visit to the Sultanate, which his country has all appreciation and respect for the leadership's role at the regional and international levels and the consolidation of friendship and understanding relations between all peoples. The meeting was attended by His Excellency Yusuf bin Alawi bin Abdullah, Minister responsible for Foreign Affairs, and His Excellency Reno Salens, Ambassador of the French Republic accredited to the Sultanate. His Excellency General Sultan bin Mohammed Al Nu'mani, Minister of the Royal Office, received in his office today His Excellency Taro Kono, Japan's Defense Minister, and the accompanying delegation. During the meeting, they exchanged cordial talks and reviewed the march of bilateral relations binding the two countries, as well as discussing a number of issues of common concern. His Excellency Sayyid Badr bin Saud bin Harab Al Busaidi, Minister responsible for Defense Affairs, held an official discussion session with His Excellency Taro Kono, Defense Minister of Japan, who is currently on a visit to the Sultanate. Bilateral relations between the Sultanate and Japan were reviewed, and the field of existing cooperation between the Ministries of Defense of the two friendly countries was discussed. Within the framework of the National Programme for Economic Diversification, Tanfeed, the 10th meeting of the Supervisory Committee for Labour and Employment Market Laboratory discussed the workflow of the National Programme for Leadership Development, I'timad. The meeting reviewed the work plan of I'timad Project 2020 and the executive position of the initiatives in the field of employing the national manpower, as well as reviewing the achievements made according to the time frame. The laboratory oversees 8 initiatives, which is aimed to enable the parties and bodies concerned on labour market. His Excellency Sheikh Abdullah bin Nasser Al Bakri, Minister of Manpower, headed the meeting. The deficit in the state's general budget recorded a decline by 5.6% by the end of October 2019 to reach 1.9 billion Omani Riyals. The total revenues of the state's general budget also declined by 1.01%, amounting to 8.6 billion Riyals. Meanwhile, the general expenditure decreased by 1.9%, reaching 10.5 billion Omani riyals. The oil revenues also declined by 7.6% to reach 4.9 billion riyals, as the gas revenues amounted to 1.4 billion riyals. Still to come in our news bulletin. Al-Jari area in the wilaya of Mhadha is considered another touristic destination during the winter season. Welcome back to the news from the Sultanate of Oman Television. The Foreign Capital Investment Law will be implemented by the beginning of next month. The new law includes many incentives and benefits to encourage the stability of foreign investments in the Sultanate, where the foreign investor is permitted to establish a company in one of the assigned activities by owning all of its capital and without a minimum capital, provided that the investor adheres to the timeframe submitted by him to implement his approved investment project according to the economic feasibility study. The new law contributes to provide an attractive investment environment for investors and create the appropriate conditions for investment in light of the competition of the countries of the world to attract investments for their role in promoting economic development. The Ministry of Education held a workshop on the project of e-security activities in the Governorate of Muscat. The project includes various training, theoretical and scientific events that deal with the modern technology and social media means. It targets all the schools in the governorates of the Sultanate where through the project an initiative was implemented in the field of information security. It is worth mentioning that the Department of Information Security in March will organize a competition for all students that took part in the project. Ministry of Technology and Communication held the 10th session Shorkum on the role of free and open source programming in developing entrepreneurship and the smartphone applications. Shorkum sessions aimed at establishing an open dialogue between the government and various stakeholders in various issues relating to technology. The session proposed taking into account integrating 4 industrial revolution technologies and focusing on startup technology companies. The meeting focused on a number of issues, including raising awareness of open source applications, training students in free and open source programming, and the impact of open source application on the country's economy. The meeting addressed the challenges and constraints facing open source application in the Sultanate. In winter, families and tourists seek moderate weather and open space either for camping or outings as the school semester comes to an end. Another tourist and family destination is found in Al-Jari area in the wilaya of Mhadha. Al-Jari is famous for having spacious, clear areas that are optimal for family outings or extracurricular activities for teachers who wish to bring their subjects closer to their students, and for tourists who seek moderate temperature and a contact with an untainted nature. Al-Jari and other places in the wilaya of Mhadha offer a break and an escape from the busy lifestyle of modern cities in the country. Now for the general weather forecast around the Sultanate. Cloudy to partly cloudy skies will prevail over the governorates of South Sharqiya, Wusta and Dhofar, with chances of scattered rainfall. Rest of the Sultanate will have clear skies. Winds will be northeasterly light to moderate, occasionally active over the coastal areas of the Arabian Sea. Seas will be moderate over the coasts of the Arabian Sea with a maximum wave height of 2 meters, while on the rest of the coasts it will be slight with a maximum wave height of 1.25 meters. This is the Sultanate of Oman Television. Before we end tonight's bulletin, here are the main headlines once again. His Highness Sayyid Fahd bin Mahmoud Al Saeed affirms the depth of the historical relations with France when he received the former French president. The Japanese defense minister stresses on the keenness of his country to enhance the existing cooperation between the Sultanate and Japan. And the foreign capital investment law is to be applied from next month to enhance the flow of investments to the Sultanate. With that, we come to the end of tonight's news bulletin. From all of us here at the newsroom and the studios, it's good night.